Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm Shadows Pub, bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. Take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel and come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but text and link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, now we'll get started. Change the screen, and Xander can now drop his post. And we know he's got it because he already dropped it once. Well put, Kenny. Okay, Xander, you're up. He says he's lagging, so it might take him a moment to hear that I called on him. There we go. Okay. The post is my answer to the Hive PH, which would be Philippine community question. What is it about identifying as a Filipino on Hive that makes it worthwhile? And he says, I'm proud to identify as a God fearing Filipino because by being identified as Filipino is also the opportunity to promote the good values we Filipino practice in our life routines and to influence others are being God fearing too. Our love for independence is rooted with love and not to abuse, that we always want peace and freedom to show how friendly we Filipinos are, and I would also be an example of a respectful Filipino. All right. There does seem to be a fair sized community. Any idea how many? Or do we have any idea how large any communities are? Oh, he gets to hear the recording. He gets the delayed time. So he'll hear what I had to say and whether it lines up with what you had to say. All right. And old school is up next. And I see him typing. There we go. Would you stop running? Please note that this one is probably PG-13 due to some of the jokes. Okay, if we go by the title, that might be an indication. I think he meant not PG-13. That's an interesting banner. Kenny, you're up.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, it's good to be back on PYPT.
It's good to
And
see you.
yeah, you too and everyone. So I found this post by someone I consider to be a newbie on Hive. Not really a newbie, but with reputation 60. I think the person is fairly new. But the details he gave to the post is just very perfect. Like you would think this person have been there since the legacy chain era. So when I found the post, I left a comment for him, and it's one of those posts I would like to save somewhere in case I come across someone that asks what is Hive or what goes on in Hive. So if you're someone that deals with a lot of newbies, I think this is one of the resources you need to have handy. Thank you so much. And the post is it needs a lot of views because I think the guy didn't have a lot of comments on the post. I'm just the only commenter on the post. So if you can also visit it and encourage the guy, it should be a good idea, in my
I
opinion.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
It's 1,328 words in the post, so he did a little bit of work on it.
yeah, he did a lot, and the editing is also cool. Like he arranged the post in a way that you can just scan through it, get to what you are looking for, and get the direct answer. I did not beat around the bush, so it's just straightforward, and I think he did a good job.
He's received more than 4,500 upvotes since he's started on Hive, so I think you're probably right. He's relatively new.
Yeah,
Either that or he doesn't do much curating. One or the other. And Tammy, you're up. And she was waiting. Smartphones has brought us closer to people who are far away and kept us away from people who are close. Check out what this author has to say. Well, that's an interesting intrigue. Well, she can use the mic or she can use text. Oh, yes, we would love to hear her on mic because we know that she's got a good voice. Are you being shy, Tammy? Ah, Wes has joined us in chat. Good stuff. Sander, you're up. We certainly do get a lot of introverts online. Xander says, this post is my mama's answer in Hive PH community question. What is it about identifying as a Filipino on Hive that makes it worthwhile? And she said, being identified as a Filipino is uplifting because we Filipinos are known for different good values that are so popular in the whole world, like our love for humanity, strength, and courage in facing challenges and working for unity. Our hospitality towards others is also remarkable, and most of all, are being religious and God fearing. That's my mama's make. I don't know what will I share. I'm not sure what you mean, Xander. Tammy is not introverted. She's just observing here before turning it into her playground. Kenny, she's been around for a while. She knows what it's like. We've even had her on voice a few times. That's how we know what her voice is like. There are times, sometimes, just sitting quietly in the audience feels good. And old school is next. Oh, come on, voice and give him whatnot, Tammy. Go for it. Hey, NK and Cam. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Old school's taking a turn. Kenny said you were lost. You weren't lost. Old school must be typing a long one today on this one. Nope. All right. So he's shared a post called Pleading Guilty, and then he asked the question, how do you see this ending most times? Sounds like a whodunit. All right. Oh boy. Now we got Tammy has given him whatnot, and M Chem is going to beat him. Kenny, before you get into any more trouble, you're up.
Hello again.
Welcome back. That while you're still alive.
Yeah. I really wish old school is on voice because the question is asked is something I would like to say something about before I share my post.
Go
Is that
for it.
okay?
Sure. You
Yeah.
want to
So when
answer?
it comes to
You want to answer his question before you share your post?
yeah, I would love to,
Okay.
but you can't hear me.
He'll hear it later.
Okay. So about the question he asked, I think when people plead guilty in court, it usually comes in two ways. They plead guilty, yeah. The law sees it as them pleading guilty. But then their facial expression and the way they act, the way they carry themselves shows if they are truly guilty or if they are just saying it for the sake of making the statement. So what usually happens is once they plead guilty, the judge sticks with the what they have said. But if it's a jury court where they have a couple of juries, like maybe seven, nine, or whatever the number is, then pleading guilty is not just enough to get them a light sentence, but it depends on how they act. Sometimes they won't even say that they are guilty, but the way they carry themselves shows that, yeah, this person is truly guilty about it. So I think pleading guilty works really well if the person is truly genuine about it, and it becomes more effective in a court where there are a set of juries present. So that is what I have to say about it.
So, if you plead guilty in Nigeria, does the jury then decide your sentence or the judge?
Oh, that is very interesting because in Nigeria we don't work with jury system, to the best of my knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because usually here, um, may have a jury, but it's the judge that decides the sentence.
Yeah, I think the judge still decides in jury system, but the decision of the juries also come into play. So in a situation where you manage to get a unanimous decision from the jury,
Mm-hmm.
accepting the fact that you pleaded guilty, then even if you are going to be sentenced, most likely you get sentenced, but you get a lighter sentence.
So if you plead guilty, you just eliminated the need for the jury.
The jury, I think, as far as they have decided that a court is going to work with a jury system, whether you plead guilty or not doesn't come into play because that is their decision. Most of the time, before a case gets presented, they decide that they are going to work in a jury system with it. So then, when the case starts playing out, that is when you know if you are pleading guilty or not.
True.
Yeah,
Old school thinks it usually ends a lot worse. I think it depends on the
that's
case and the circumstances.
yeah. I think is if the person doesn't. I think most of the time it's just about how genuine are you when you say that you plead guilty. If you are genuine about it and you can prove that you are genuine, because by the end of the day, everything that happens in the law court is all about being able to back up what you said with evidence, and that evidence is also in your action. That's why if it's a jury system, you are playing it in presence of not just the judge but a couple of juries there. So when they see your action, they may give you a lighter sentence and then they suggest it to the judge. So it makes it easier for the judge to say that okay, we are going to give you a lighter sentence.
I think a lot of times when a person pleads guilty, it's either because they are guilty and they just want it over with, or they know that their rebuttal evidence is pretty light and they might as well just get to the cut to the chase.
And then another interesting part of it is that sometimes people plead guilty because they didn't commit any crime, but then they are paid to take the fall for someone else. So they just come there, they plead guilty, they just want to get the sentence in and get it over with.
Yeah, some do.
Yeah.
I've been watching a series of court cases going on over the last year, and they're not only not pleading guilty, they're doing the best they can to disrupt the court system. It's wild watching it going on. Okay, Kenny, present your post.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, so that's a post about weight loss and weight gain, which I read. I think it was yesterday that I saw the post. And I actually read a couple of posts relating to this same topic. I think it's a contest. So many people made an entry to the contest. But I decided to share this particular one because what this person explained is that she has a sort of roller coaster experience in her desire to gain weight. She started with wanting to gain weight, so she took some drug, and when she finally gained the weight, she discovered that she doesn't like herself the way it is. So the next thing she did is to go on a journey of losing weight. So it's just interesting to see how the whole thing played out. But then if you read the post, you get more of the gist. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're right that it is some sort of a challenge, as I noticed a couple of them in Dreamport
Input.
yesterday when I was doing Guild.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I have to look back here. I think I forgot to take some names off. Aren't I a bright one? Yes. So it looks as though we're at old school. It was interesting, the one post, I didn't read the whole post, but I scanned some of it. And I forget sometimes that it can be just as frustrating for somebody who's trying to gain weight as it can be for somebody who's trying to lose weight. Ooh, a lazy sailor. Quick wits in the scuttlebutt. And old school asks, will this lazy sailor ever change? Probably not. I like that. Shakespearean questions. That one's different. Okay, Tammy, you're up.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Tammy.
Okay, sorry for not coming on voice as usual, like normally, because I close around 5 from work. So most times I'm on my way home or I'm clearing my decks to go back home. So I really can't talk.
You never have to apologize for how you choose to present.
Thank you. Okay, this post
Oh, we may have lost you. You're not lit up.
A nice voice. And this also talks about everything that happened that day. Like, she is an inspiration. She's blind, but she can play piano, and she also has so many songs. So I just want us to read the post as well as watch the video. Thank you.
Some people with disabilities are absolutely amazing. Um, I heard the other night, or read the other day, about a fella that is going to appear on, I don't know, one of the Got Talents, and he's mute due to disability, but he's using a voice app. He speaks through the voice app and he does a comedy routine. Man, talk about overcoming an issue. And Omok, you are up. Apparently, he's quite good. I never ever listened to the Got Talent shows, but every now and again I see some of the articles about them. Well put, Tammy. Okay, Omar, tell us about this. If you're speaking, you're still muted. Omar, you gonna come on and tell us about the post? There we go.
Okay, hi, good evening. It's been a very long time I've been on here, almost like 2 months. I've been so busy with schoolwork and all that stuff. Okay, so like I think I drew this about 2 days ago, right? I remember the first time I wrote my introductory post on Hype. I mentioned my ability to draw, right? Okay, so like it's been a while because I usually judge myself and every time when I'm drawing, and so like I think I decided to take a huge leap on Monday, right? So it's like on Monday, I think around it was around 10 when I decided to draw this. I think I just finished like watching this anime Owari no Seraph. I think the English name is Seraph of the End. Right, and the anime was just so good. Like it was just so good. I can't really tell you guys about anime because I know I'll waste all our time talking about the anime. So let me just go straight to the point, right? Okay, so like my favorite character is Guren Ichinose, right? Okay, so like yeah, I decided to draw him, and that's the drawing right there.
Yes, she did draw it, Tammy.
Hmm?
Tammy asked if you drew this, and I said yes, she did.
Okay, I should say how I drew it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started with the hair. Okay, let me go straight to my post, right? I don't really think I can explain how I drew it without like repeat your info. I'll try. Okay, so like I start with the head, right? Whenever I'm drawing, I start with sectioning my drawing using shapes because I'm actually a TD student, so like shapes and lines were my thing. So like yeah, I start with the head. I drew it like a huge oval circle kind of shape like that. Then I divided it into like three three sections. Then I divided it in the middle. Like, okay, that three sections, right? I think I the first section was for the eyes, the second section was meant for the nose, and the third was the area for the mouth. Okay, I first started with um aligning the face and um like his front hair. Then after that, I went to drawing his hair. I start with the hair, then the hair. I don't really go into details yet. So after I did that, right, I said, "Can you hear me?"
I can hear you.
Okay, so after I did that, I decided to go into details by drawing his eyebrows first. Because I already told you how I section a particular space for his eyes and stuff. I decided to draw his eyebrows. His eyebrows were really complicated because it actually looked like his main eyes. So that really gave me headache, his eyebrows and his eyes in particular. Now that I drew his eyes, then I went straight for his nose and mouth. I decided to draw his uniform. It really was a simple drawing. I think it took me I didn't take up to like an hour drawing it. It's like, yes, that's that. And I used a 2B and HB pencil to draw it.
So, what was the question that I missed?
Hmm?
They're saying in the chat that I missed a question. What was it?
Um,
I heard you ask if I could hear you.
yes, and no, you didn't. No, that was the only thing actually I said. I was, because you weren't saying anything. That's why I asked that you could hear me.
I answered it, Kenny, that she did actually draw it. I didn't miss the question.
Yeah, I didn't miss the question.
Oh, no, I was answering Tammy's question. I just thought that was part of your presentation. Um, Xander did actually ask how she drew it.
Oh, I answered that now.
And Xander, anybody can learn to draw, but they have to have the desire to because it takes a lot of practice. It's like any other skill. And then somewhere in there might even be some talent that you've got some style with. All right. Well done. Thank you, Amok. We'll just get you to mute.
Okay.
I think you did a good job of explaining the basics of it. And anything further on that, Xander should probably explore. Chances are his teachers have already been showing him some drawing skills, anyways. Now he's kind of seeing what can be done with them. Right, Xander? And you're up, by the way. Hello, Gretchen. Okay, Xander's typing. You, Xander, you're up. Everybody hears me say you're up most of the time. Wes, you being saucy today. Okay, Xander says, this is supposed to be my Dreamport Challenge entry for tomorrow, but unfortunately my account is closed, but still I made this post and happily presenting it to all of you. This is a serial series about a magical stone. Find out about everything after you've finished all the series. Good stuff. There's nothing wrong with you carrying on just doing the challenges. Okay, where are we at here? Yeah. Um, it's a bit of a situation that Xander got caught in, Wes. It's no fault of his own. Kim, you're up.
Hi. Can I say that I am lost was found?
Pardon me?
This is interesting. I am lost was found.
I still didn't catch that.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay. The post is about a feature that the user love most in Hive using Pig as an example. So he shared shade draft feature. Shade draft feature is one of the feature in Pig that enables one to share a draft to another user, especially when you have a newbie that is still trying to understand how to use Hive. Is a great feature that you can help that person, putting things right and the person can see it from his or her end. So I find this very interesting because it's a feature that many people do not know about. People do not know about it, and he just shared it and other interesting features in the post. So I believe when you go through the video, you will get to know more about this feature I'm talking about. Thank you.
Thank you, NChem. Yeah, the draft feature on Peak D. If you're writing your post on Peak D,
Yeah.
that actually allows you to put it into draft, leave it, and return to it without having to lose it. That's it's
Yeah.
actually something I've never used because I don't write my posts on any of the front ends. I write them separately and then add it
Okay.
to the front end. Oh, Kenny is talking about anime and how popular it is. Guys, I need some more emojis. Guys and ladies, I should say. That wasn't wise of me. Kenny Chakwu, you won one HBI. Um, okay, we've got some emojis dropping. Yeah, does he know that he needs to come into the voice channel to be able to hear? Yeah, I noticed he said that he can't hear anything. Well, that would be because he's not in the voice channel. Kenny, you're up.
Hello, I'm back again.
Good.
So I'm sharing one of mine this time around. And just like someone shared something from the Japanese entertainment industry, I'm bringing mine from the Korean industry because I'm the ambassador of K drama. So this is a show I saw last month. And after seeing this show, not really after seeing it, but when I got halfway through the show, I was just asking myself, why didn't I watch this earlier? Because I think the show was released in the last quarter of 2020. And I knew when they were still in the production stage, when they were reading the script and everything. But it never really impressed me a lot. Like the synopsis I saw for the show didn't captivate my attention. So I finally watched it 2 years later. And I'm just asking myself, why did I miss this? Why did I miss this? So the show is really good, a really good show. And there are a lot of things that drew my interest to the show. Most importantly is because of the guy that made it to the major character. I've been seeing K drama since 2008, and this is the very first time that a black guy have gotten a major role in K drama. So that was enough to bring me into the show. But then when I saw a few episodes, so many other things captivated my attention, and I did not regret watching this. So if you're a big fan of K drama or Asian drama or movies as a whole, feel free to check this out. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. So, Gretchen and Jerry T. Usir, if you take a look at the emoji that Xander just dropped, That's the emoji that tells me that you'd like to take a turn. And to drop it, if you do colon, PYPT colon, that should bring it up for you. Who's got the nerve to call me? I do not take phone calls during PYPT. Okay, kitty girl, you're up. Well, I wonder why the emoji didn't show. You did it right. Try it with all capitals, Gretchen. I've got you up there, Xander, when your turn comes.
Well, there's quite a few musicians on Hive blockchain. This is one of my favorites, though, Raven Music. Um, she does several different types of musics. There's something I think everyone would enjoy. Her main account usually does female fronted electronic rap, but she's also collaborated with Elliptique in some new age type music where Elliptique plays the handpan. There's also another project she runs called Panda Beats that has music for people that want um, royalty free, copyright free music that they can put in videos or on Twitch streams. She also runs a lo fi music channel. So there's something for everyone. Uh, One thing I like about Raven is she is a very down to earth person. She's very genuine and upfront with who she is. She doesn't play games. She's not pretentious. She's just a regular person like you and I. And I really appreciate it when people do that. And it would be interesting to if you like games and trivia and fun to attend one of her shows in the Pizza Discord where she plays music and talks to people, gives away prizes. It's really awesome. A lot of fun.
She also does a lot of NFTs, and she does them in packs on the Wax blockchain.
Yes, she does. I've got quite a few of her NFTs.
She was talking on Tango's show one day about how she does them and why she uses Wax rather than the NFT showroom. And the main thing was that she can do them in packs, which was kind of cool. Yes, she is a very nice person. She's very, very generous with her information that day. Okay, Xander, you're up. And Xander. Oh, Jerry and Wes left. Xander, you with us? There he is. Okay. This story is about fate of two people to meet each other again. Find more when you finish reading this. It is exciting. All right. Thank you, Xander. All right, Gretchen, you're up. Now, just take your link and drop it into the text channel.
Take my link. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's. Ugh, I don't know if it'll go in. There we go.
It should.
I haven't completely posted it because I just finished the video.
Right.
It's a minute, and I had to get it small enough for Discord not to tell me it was too powerful. It's the opening for a mindfulness book that I'm reading tonight, and so I didn't know if this was the appropriate spot to even do that, but I just wanted to share because I think it's kind of cool. I'm proud of what I did today.
Good. So anyway, most people probably don't know Gretchen, but Gretchen does reading, usually children's stories. Gretchen.
I read children's literature, picture books, and I'm actually also reading a picture chapter book on E.B. White to a group of adult artists, and that are inspired by the artwork within children's literature. I'm a retired elementary librarian, and I have a huge passion for children's literature and the whole genre. It's got a lot of messages that I think we are wonderful for people to hear. So I did a full year solid of every night and live readings, and then I'm now down to just twice a week, Sundays and Thursdays.
So where's the link?
I put the video in the chat, but the link, I can get the link. Hang on to the show is right here. Let me get that. Shareable link, and see if I can figure this out.
Okay.
There. There. Okay. Heart Sounds is there, and I don't think it'll play because the video hasn't. I mean, it doesn't go out. The show doesn't go off until tonight.
Right. So you guys can subscribe and get a notification when it comes on tonight, and then you'll be able to hear Gretchen narrating then.
Or you can play this first one. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a minute long. Is that too long to play?
Shouldn't be. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, it's cutting out a little bit. No, she doesn't. There we go.
So the photographs in the center and in the opening, the heart, and then all the photographs are on my own photographs, and then I put a video behind them. I did it in Canva, and it's a audio off of Canva that I'm licensed to use. That's the audio, but so I'm a photographer, and then these just fit together with the book that I'm reading tonight called Kara's Heart Song.
And even if you don't get it when it releases tonight, you can always go back to the link and listen to it.
Yeah,
because that's your YouTube channel.
Yes, and Kitty Girl, I don't think I have a Hive account. I was with Shadows one time. I might have set one up, but I'm not sure, and I've been kind of busy with other stuff. That's my next step to figure out Hive. I've been telling Shadows that for 2 months. Maybe 3 months.
When you get to it.
Maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe 4. Or more.
Maybe 4. That's what happens.
Gretchen is one of the regulars on Creative Work Hour.
Yeah, thank you. I really do want to get an account set up on Hive, and I had a show to get done, a gallery show for May and June, and I just had to do the presentation 2 nights ago, and that was kind of so that was on Africa though. But all right, I thank you guys for your letting me babble, and I'll let Shadows go to the next person.
Actually, we don't have anyone on the list. That's why I'm letting you babble.
Oh.
Do you post your shorts on your YouTube as well?
I do. I have, since I just made this video this morning. It's in, and it goes on to it's the opening to my YouTube show, so it's in horizontal format. So I will have to resize it and put it back in, and this one will be, I can put it into a short. So yes, I do shorts. I have several on there, and I'm also experimenting using Opus clips.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but it's still kind of cool.
So I've been going into a room on Clubhouse that runs just before PYPT starts, and actually they're going to stop running as of today, which is unfortunate. The show is about Google business profiles, and it's kind
Uh-huh.
of tips and tricks on them. And a little tip that came in today was they were talking about the Google Shorts doing really well, but what does best on Google Shorts are ones that are 45 seconds or shorter.
Yeah.
Those will get a whole lot more listens to than a minute and above.
And it's interesting what goes through. I have one like on Instagram that I did of my husband getting my daughter sent him live lobsters for his birthday, and and to have for dinner. So I had him opening him and playing with him, and it's up to like 19,000 views since January. It's crazy,
Because
you know.
a short.
A short, and then but some other ones, I will sometimes take them and post them to Twitter or also, and I did one on based on a book on William Carlos Williams. There was a beautiful picture book, and I read some of his poetry, and that got picked up by the William Carlos Williams Foundation, which was pretty amazing.
You'll be
And
happy
so
to
it's
know
you never.
that one of the front ends for Hive, which is called Three Speak, which is the video, it's the YouTube of Hive. They have a mobile app, and Alexander has been using it, and you can do shorts on them there as well.
Yeah, that'd be yeah, that's fun. So
Yeah.
I'm just totally when I yeah, it, the the it's summertime and photographers, it's not really our favorite season because you have to get up too damn early or stay up too damn late to get a sunrise and sunset.
Well, sunrise and sunset can be a
Give
little
me a good
overdone.
winter where I don't have to get up until 8 o'clock and then I
Thank
can
you
go
so
do
much.
sunrise.
Thank you so much to all of you. I need to sleep now because I need to wake up for 3 hours to go to school. Please pray for me. I have an exam. Bye. Blessed night.
See you, Xander. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, everybody. I need to go too. I have a watercolor class to get to.
Aha. That'll keep you out of mischief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Zenda.
Thank you, Gretchen and Xander. And who's got the 5 HBI? Kitty Girl got the 5 HBI.
Thank you so much.
So it looks as though we're winding down here. Actually, that little tidbit on the shorts was good timing for me, as I've been working on doing walkthroughs on my books, my coloring books, and they've been all over 1 minute, but I can redo them and do them under a minute, which apparently will probably get some more activity. All right, looks like we're ready to wrap up today. And you've been listening to Shadows Pub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us on PYPT, and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating, and it's all about community. And oh, bye, Wilma.